Hi, Collective. Welcome to my channel, LunaFae Tarot. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm happy to have you here with me today. So in the pre-shuffle, it looked like someone who was caught in the act, looked like a twin flame, divine partner connection. They're going through some karma. Yeah. And I did see a reconciliation card in there, but it looked to be upside down, so I don't know what's going on there. But we'll see what's going on. Okay. My readings are timeless, so if you found this, it was meant to find you. They're also gender fluid, so if I say he or she, just feel free to reverse that as needed. It's just the energy of the card, not the gender of the person, okay? And as always, this is a general reading, so take what fits and, take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? So let's see what's going on for the collective, okay? First one is red flags, signs, cheating, deception. And then conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, positive outcome. That was kind of on the fence, okay? Okay. Oh, that whole stack wanted to come out. Jeez Louise. Okay. So we have controversy in reverse. And we have cold shoulder. We have distractions. Okay. Huh. We have pop-up. We have toxic people in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck is unemployed in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to take this in the reverse because it was on the fence. Okay, so in the past, it looked like you saw signs of cheating or you caught them cheating, and there was no compromise in your mind at all, or this person wouldn't stop. Maybe that was what it was. But either way, there was no resolution to that conflict at all. There is a separation, okay? And it's because they were distracted, obviously. And they didn't tell you the truth, okay? And now they want to, I don't know, reach out with a pop-up visit, a surprise visit, okay? They want to say they've lost or they've removed the toxicity, the addictions, they took bad advice. I don't know how they want to say it, but they were hanging around the wrong crowd, and then they're not hanging around with those people anymore, okay? But I don't think that's going to work for you, okay? I don't think that explanation's good enough, okay? So tell us more about this red flags, conflict resolution. Okay, unfinished business, reconciliation. It's in reverse. Yeah. Okay. And then we have spiritual attack, karma, divine intervention, facing their demons. Like I said, this person's under some karma, receiving some karma for whatever they did here. Okay. They might think that you all have unfinished business, but I don't think you do. Okay. Okay, tell me about the distractions and the truth. Okay, we have sick and tired in reverse. This person's cyclic, so they do it over and over and over. They've done the same thing over and over. Maybe not in your situation, but maybe in other relationships. Okay. They've done the same thing. Yeah. And they like it. They actually like it. Okay. And you can also take this, like, there's this dog, right? Let sleeping dogs lie. But, they're not loyal. This person's not loyal. Yeah. We have guidance, faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. We have hiding their true feelings, deep emotions, secretly in love, cold and detached. That's in reverse. And we have desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. Okay. Bottom of the deck is reconciliation in the upright. Okay. Wow. And this one kept coming out too. We have Inferno, chaos, job loss. And maybe this person did lose their job. I don't know. Or maybe it was workplace affair that went bad. Okay. But basically, they're thinking about you in sexual ways. Okay. Whether or not you know that. Yeah. Because they do love you. They do think of you. Yeah. Okay. And maybe they're asking friends about you right now. Like, how do I get them back? How do I get them back? How do I get them back? Maybe they're turning to God for assistance too. Pastor, someone at church. Maybe they're being led to church because of this karma. Okay. What about this unemployed, toxic, and the pop-up visit? What about that? Picking the right one. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. That one fell on the ground. Okay, fell down like this. I'm taking it like that. There it is. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is guilt. Okay. Yeah. This one came out in the pre-shuffle exactly how it is here. Okay. Twin flame, runner, chaser, divine timing. It's all in reverse. Okay. We have guilt. We have mind games. And then we have avoidance in reverse. Okay. What's really funny here, collective, okay, you have guilt, apology, remorseful, ashamed, and then you have right after that avoidance in reverse, and it's like they're not feeling guilty. So this is a lie. And followed up by the mind games. This is a complete lie. They don't feel bad about what they did, okay, at all. And they ruined this twin flame contract, period. They just ruined it. They destroyed it. Yeah. Okay. Wow. This person's a piece of work. Person is a piece of work. I'm going to get out my gold foil. Gold foil tarot, because these are awesome cards. They're super slippery. I'm going to have to like scoot up closer because I don't want any of them. I'm so sick of them falling on the floor. All right. The star. And the chariot. Okay. Ace of Wands and the chariot. Okay. So tell us what's going on for the collective here in regards to this unfinished business, this karma. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. Judgment. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. And the Ace of Swords. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Okay. They're thinking about the past. Okay. Six of Cups. In reverse, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. In reverse, we have Judgment and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So what this is telling me is, okay, they're stuck in the past. Okay. They're thinking about this connection in some sort of way. Okay. Because they realize that they can't make it rain without you, if that makes sense. They can't make it rain without you. Like, you have the equal give and take here, but right after that is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So, like, nothing's working for them, like, at all. And that's because they're under judgment. They're having some issues with karma right now. Okay, it's smacking the butt. And that's the truth. They want a new passionate beginning with you, but karma is really kicking their butt. Okay. Okay. So tell me about, yeah, I didn't want to send you a message. Okay. Tell me about this guidance, reconciliation. Okay. High Priestess. It's still sideways, so I'm taking a reverse. Okay. Okay. So it's all show. Yeah, it's all a show. We have Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. Okay. And then we also have, wow, a lot of eights. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Wow. So, yeah. Like I said, nothing's working for this person. Okay, they have no intuition, and I want to say, like, anything that they're saying, like, oh, I've been going to counseling, or I've been talking to my pastor, or I've been going to church. It's all for show. They don't believe in any of it. They don't believe in any of it. It's like the devil took over this person's heart. Like, set up camp, literally. Yeah, there's a definite separation. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting this, but it looks like the Immaculate Heart of the Conception in some way. But it's in reverse. But like I said, this person's a pretender. Like, if they're saying they found God, they didn't. They didn't. Yeah. And this screams to me like they've still got a lot of secrets. Mm-hmm. And they don't want you to move on. That's for sure. But they don't want to be a team player. Okay? But they don't want you working with anybody else either. Okay. Tell me about this twin flame. Okay. We have the Empress in reverse. We have the King of Swords. Yeah. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Two of Swords. One more. Okay, two more. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have Temperance in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Two of Wands. Okay. Okay. Well, you've made up your mind. You're not dealing with this Empress in reverse. Okay. That's period. You know, you're doing the head over heart decision here with this one. I mean, and for good reason. Classic narcissist card. Okay. Culmination of all the bad habits of all the queens in the deck. Somebody you don't want to deal with, period. And as much as you might love this person or think about this person, you're using your head to, you know, make the right decision. Okay. Yeah. Because you realize there's something better out there for you. Okay. And the world's on your side. You've got some karma. You've got some good luck coming your way because you had to deal with all this deceit and betrayal, and you're putting some balance back into your life, okay? In retrospect as well, this person's very unbalanced. They're still in this double energy. They're still feeling deceitful. And they're not receiving this good karma, okay? That's not happening for them. That's happening for you, okay? The Empress in reverse doesn't get good karma, okay? That's just not how this works, okay? Yeah. Okay, so I just want to get a little bit more. What would they like to say? Okay. Let's get some tea. Okay. This is the Shadow Love Oracle. Okay. Oh, and I did open up personal readings. If you prefer, you can just email me as well, and we can set something up if that's easier for you. I do take Cash App. If you don't like to do online things, that's fine. All right. Let's see what we got. All right. What are we going to say to the collective? Bottom of the deck, check yourself. We have burning evidence. Already knowing the tea. Hater in reverse. Expecting new beginning in reverse. And investigating in reverse. Yeah. So they're trying to figure out how to get a new beginning with you, okay? Because they still love you. And they're burning evidence, all right? They're burning evidence. They're trying to make it look like they're a good person, but you already know the tea about this person, okay? You already know what this person's all about. Yeah. Okay. So what would they want to say? What would they want to say? Okay. Ooh. And that one. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck. You are the most precious person in my life. Being around you is like a breath of fresh air. I wonder if you're enjoying life more without me. It's in reverse. The truth was a bitter pill to swallow. You express your thoughts through music. I use material possessions to mask my true self. That's in reverse. It was difficult to say goodbye to you. That was in reverse. I often recall memories of you. I want to share my happiness with you. And no, now is not the time. Yeah. So let me explain these a little bit. Okay. I'm going to start with the upright ones. They're actually saying quite a lot here. Okay. So now is not the time, okay, because this person's not ready to come clean. They're not ready to change. They're not ready to do things differently. They do want to share some good news with you, share happiness with you. They do think about you all the time, okay? I want to say the truth was a bitter pill to swallow. Is more like it was hard. They didn't know how to react when you saw the mask fall off. Okay? They didn't know how to respond to that. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect to be caught, period. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. They realize your value. Okay? Compared to all these toxic people, being around you is like a breath of fresh air. And they're talking to you through music. So maybe there's some signs and synchronicities there. Maybe you're seeing the same song play over and over. Maybe it was your song. Maybe it was one that you sang together, etc. Okay. No, it wasn't difficult to say goodbye to you because they didn't care. Sorry if that hurts, but everything we've seen here is a strong indication that they're still in that devil energy and they're only thinking about themselves. Someone who doesn't love themselves and treat with themselves with respect can't possibly respect anyone else. Okay. This person can't do this anymore to you. They can't mask their identity anymore with you. And that has them feeling some sort of way. Okay. Because maybe this person... To me, I get the thing like, oh, they're pretending they're going to work and they're really going to their friend's house, you know, okay? Or something like that. But they can't hide that kind of stuff from you anymore, okay? And they know you're happier without them, period. They know you're happier without them. That is what it is, yeah. They don't wonder if you're enjoying your life more. They know. They know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I have for you today, collective. I hope some of that resonated for you, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye.